What's going on? Chris Cruz Palamadas, your keynote motivational speaker. This is Talking in Traffic. I'm so sorry. It's been crazy since we came back from Vegas. I tried to upload some stuff and it just didn't work out. So I don't know. I got to work on my my software or something like that, because I do everything through my phone. Because at the moment, that's all I got. You know what I'm saying? So you use what you got. All right. But let me tell you something. Okay, so this last past weekend, I was telling the kids, let's go watch a movie, right? And so I got my wife, Jenny, we're going to go watch a movie. And so we pull out this movie, and I'm like, okay, let's go watch, Wonderful Day in the Neighborhood. It's like the Mr. Rogers story or whatever it is. I don't know. We didn't get a chance to see it. Let me tell you why. There's a lot of bumps on this road. Okay, so I open it up. I tell the kids, hey, let's go watch Mr. Rogers. And they're like, who's Mr. Rogers? Who's that? And I'm like, what do you mean, who's that? Mr. Rogers, you know what I'm saying? So we played the movie. We played the trailer, right? We played the movie trailer, and they're like, it looks boring. We like action. I'm like, I can't believe you. I've raised these kids the wrong way. I'm just like so mad. Like, what are you talking about? Mr. Rogers, man, you don't remember Mr. Rogers? And they're like, no, we don't know him. And so I pull up the beginning of the show of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and they're like, we never seen it. I'm like, oh my God, that's blowing my mind, right? Because we grew up on Mr. Rogers. We grew up on Mr. Rogers. We grew up on Sesame Street. You know what I'm saying? So we know what it's all about. We're pretty interested. And, well, at least, people grew up in the 80s and 90s, whatever. We're pretty interested. Well, at least I hope that everybody would be. But they're not. And so I'm thinking to myself, and I started looking and researching Mr. Rogers, and this dude did this for like 40 freaking years. 40 years this guy was telling people that he likes you just the way you are, you know what I'm saying? And to believe in yourself, and you can learn through so many different ways. And I'm tripping out, right? I'm like, this dude's been in it for 40 years. And my kids of 10, 13, and 15 don't even know who he is. And it made me feel like I felt as a parent. It really did. I'm like, oh my gosh. But, and then I remember they grew up on like Barney and Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and stuff like that. I mean, okay, that's all right. But that's no freaking Mr. Rogers. You know what I'm saying? But come to think of it, Mr. Rogers was kind of, it's just puppets. But, it was something that was on TV, you know what I'm saying? And it was what it was. We got used to him. And so it made me think, all the things that he did throughout these years, it made an impact on people. It made an impact on families. It made an impact. The thing is that what we need to do is we need to pass that impact on. We need to go ahead and keep the legacy moving, you know what I'm saying? And so it made me realize I need to do that. And not just who he is, but the messages that he instilled. And I hope that I deliver a little piece of that whenever I'm on these videos. So I just want to say, what are you doing to keep your legacy alive? Whether it be, how are they going to remember you? I'm sure you cannot impact the whole world at one time, but we could do it one day at a time, one piece at a time, as much as we can, impact one person at a time. So this is Chris Cruz Palamadas saying, impact one person at a time. All right, find your voice, be a voice, and be a voice for those who don't have one. Peace out.